Okay, hey, what's going on? This is Shar and
Bianca.
And we wanted to do a video blog for Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. You know, I think it would have been too much to try to write it, because some of these things need to be conversed. Right. Just a moment, let me turn the TV down. We're going to start it over.
No, I'm trying to figure out when I can bust this open.
Hey, what's going on? This is Shar of the Weekend Recipe.
My name is Bianca
of Glam Rock Designs. But anyway, you like how I plug?
Plug.
So yeah, we want to talk to y'all about the reunion of Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know, I know everybody like, dang, you ain't gonna write about it. You write about everything else. Right. But I wanted to make sure I waited to the end so I could give the true essence of the slandering that was being done. First off, who do we hit first? Because
well, you know, my favorite is Kenya, first of all.
Team Kenya. Hold on.
With the fat. Right.
Don't come for me unless I send for you. Right. Hold on. Wait, pause. Let's go back to the first episode. Oh. Excuse me, the first part 1 of the reunion. Oh my goodness. I felt terrible for Miss Portia, because she called herself trying to check Kenya, and every time she said something, Kenya was like,
shut down.
Okay, this is what happens when a person don't respect, shout out to Michigan, man. When we don't respect you, we don't even acknowledge you. She didn't even want to answer the question because she's like, oh, that's so not even...
Yeah.
That's not even worth my time.
I love it because Andy's like, so, Kenya, are you going to respond?
Right.
I guess that's a no.
She cursed her lips and turned around as if she wasn't even in the room, though.
I don't see you.
Dang, Portia. So she was pretty salty, and she felt like she was snapping, you know, and she was like, oh, well, never mind. I guess she can't talk, cat got her tongue. No, she heard you.
Yeah, she clearly heard you, as everyone else did. They heard.
Right. She just didn't even respect you enough to, you know what I'm saying, respond, you know. So, ding, 1 for Kenya. On to, who do we hit next?
Do we want to do Phaedra, Faye?
Oh, talk about Phaedra first. Let me time in later.
So, Miss Faye, I just really felt like everybody was going in on Phaedra. Everybody had something to say about Phaedra this time. Because usually, you know, before
Phaedra was quiet.
She was quiet.
Yeah.
Now, Phaedra, you in the hot seat, honey. Hot seat. So... yes, I think the one that really got me is when they started talking about, you know, this video. The stallion booty versus the donkey booty. And, you know, personally, I have to say that I like the stallion booty. If I had to buy one or download one, because I probably go buy it. If I had to download one and do it, it probably would be the stallion booty.
Yeah, I personally, I don't want a donkey booty.
Yes,
and
I have donkey already. We want stallion.
Yeah, we're trying to get stallion. Actually, that's what we're working out for, so we can be stallion. Because donkey isn't really, you know, you could have the pointers, you know, you could have the lumps. Right. You know, I'm trying to have a boom, pow, ta, ta, ta. You know, so
exactly.
Another one for Kenya. Because, you know, Faye, you know, every time she did this face.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She was salty.
She was.
Every time she did, she was salty. Because, see, the problem is that, you know, Phaedra was making it seem as if Kenya stole something from her. But when they broke it down, it made a lot of sense. I mean, let's be real here. You know, you did not pay Kenya up front. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? She went out and got y'all a deal. Y'all was going to get $20,000 up front. All she wanted was 10%.
That's true.
And you didn't even try to negotiate. 10% is nothing. And then she even told you if you didn't make a dime, she wouldn't make a dime. I mean, it don't get no better than that in the business world.
It really doesn't. I also feel like the reason why she secured that deal was because she is Kenya Moore.
Exactly. And the fact that they asked her if she was going to be in the video in the first place, I think that said a lot.
It does.
You know, and then Kenya killed her ding on another one when she told her, I mean, but I don't really feel like you're fit for a video,
right,
you know. I don't feel like your BMI is up to par for you to be telling someone to be like you. I just don't feel like. Hold on.
Right.
Don't call for me unless I send for you. So ding, another one for Kenya.
Right.
Not only did Faye Faye get checked by Kendra, she got checked by the nicest housewife. When you get checked by Cynthia Bailey,
Cynthia came for it too.
Cynthia called for you, and you got sent for. Okay? And then she had nothing to say. And it wasn't like when Kenya didn't have anything to say because she didn't respect her. Faye Faye ain't had nothing to say because you ain't had nothing to say.
You was busted.
Did you hear that lame excuse she came up with though? You know, I mean, the thing about it is that, you know, we're all busy. And yes, I want everybody to come. But I mean, if they don't come, it's a kids party. It's for kids. It's not like it's for adults. You know, it's not going to hurt my feelings if you don't come. Nah. Well, if that's how you felt, you should have said it to her when she first checked you in the restaurant. Because in the restaurant, you was like, did you see that?
Yeah, I know.
Went down my breath. I didn't even know what happened. Woo, child, that is crazy.
Yeah.
How's the weather outside? Is the walls gray?
Exactly.
Did you see my toenails? Did you see the waiter? Did you see the fan?
Everything.
Did you see the sky? Did you see the helicopter? Girl, you was flying around like a buddy bee. And you know, what I think is so funny is for her to be a lawyer, she sure didn't know how to argue.
She didn't know how to argue.
I don't know if I would want you fighting for my case because
no, thank you.
For them to be some mediocre, you know, accusations, you sure didn't know what to say.
No, she never did know what to say. She just
right. Which brings me back to Sheree. Sheree said you got blindsided and you let a man who's not even a lawyer fight harder than you did.
She put her out there.
And for her to come back around and you couldn't even defend yourself, I don't know if I want to be paying you to defend
right,
me.
because I don't need you in the courtroom. What'd you say, Judge? No.
With this face.
So, yeah, no, we definitely don't need that face in the courtroom anywhere else. No, thank you.
Don't call for me unless I send for you. So ding on Cynthia. Hold on. Pause. Everybody talking about fashion. Stop playing games here. Cynthia, okay.
She killed
Kim dress was nice, but as far as bodies and dresses, Cynthia is a mid-40-year-old woman, and her tatas looked like she was in college. I mean, they was just. What you say?
They look so beautiful.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Really
and they was just so firmly placed. And you know, usually when women get older, man, y'all can, I know y'all can vouch for me on this. You know, one be up here and over there, and the split don't be, you know, it don't be up there.
It's not symmetrical.
How about Andy asked her if she had tape behind the titties, and she said no. She said no.
Yeah,
Cynthia, I don't know what you did. I don't care if you got a surgery or not. Whatever you did, I want to know. When I get in my mid-40s, I want my tatas to be firm, perky, saying hello.
Well, I just have to say
hello.
Hello. But I have to say, head to toe, she was killing it. The hair was laid, honey. When I tell you it was laid.
She's so classy.
She had it looking good. All the way to the dress. And did you see the shoe cam? If you had a chance to look at the shoe cam, Cynthia's shoes were just crazy.
Cynthia was killing it, man.
Little strap, you know, around the ankle and one strap over the toe, but it was beautiful. Oh, she killed it. She killed it.
Which brings me to the next person that was killing Faye Faye. Nene came out of nowhere. Nene killed you. I was not expecting that though. She didn't have nothing to say. You're dirty. You never win when you play dirty. You're low down. So Nene checked Faye Faye about going to her sisters trying to dig up dirt on her. But let me tell y'all something. It don't matter how much in beef a person is with their family, that is still their family. That's not your family. So if anything goes down, they can't wait to tell you. Exactly. Tell them what you did.
But that's off limits, though. And see, that's the other thing, too.
Limits.
It's like, that I think, attest to her true character. Yeah. And then, you're supposed to be a lie-all-ya and everything, too.
Lie-all-ya.
How do you go... Right. So how do you go and do something like that? It just only attests to her true character.
It really does.
That's why you got put in place multiple times all over the place. I think everybody actually had something to say to Phaedra. Maybe with the exception of Candy, I think. But for the most part, everybody went for her.
Everybody sent for
everybody
you.
Got a piece of that.
Oh my goodness. Nene tore you to shreds, first of all. Tore you to shreds so much to the point where you ended up doing the same face. Let's see. The next person, Kim and Candy. Kim had a bad dress. I ain't gonna look.
Oh, the dress was killing.
No lie. I ain't even told no lie. That dress was bad. I ain't even look, Kim. The wig dress was bad.
Yeah, the wig dress was bad. We do know that was not all your hair. But it's cool, it's whatever. Because what Andy didn't touch was the middle part. You did this part, but you didn't do this part. So
he asked Nene, "What did you think about her real hair?" She said, "I wish her the best on all her endeavors and her family, but her real hair."
Yeah, we're gonna keep on going.
I wish her right.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that going.
Kim and Candy, how do you feel about that? I feel like Kim is very wrong.
First of all, okay, here's the thing with that. What I don't like what Kim did was, don't be salty because Candy is actually moving into her dream house. She got 2 houses, not 1, but 2 houses. And on your way there, on camera, you say, sweetie, her assistant was saying that, that's in a bad neighborhood. So why did you make it a point, even if you saw that it was, because clearly it's not. They showed it on there, and that she's clearly not in a bad neighborhood.
Candy ain't moved no bad neighborhood.
She didn't.
Shut up!
So, right. So, the fact that she brought that up as soon as she got out the car, that was terrible. You just hating off the rip. And then to say that comment when they're walking down to her, then it wasn't in-ground swimming pool, but to say, if I was black, I'd have a swimming pool inside too. What? Say what? Excuse me? Did you just
I didn't even hear her say that. That was so racist.
Oh, that was so terrible. So that's why Candy was like, well, because I feel like you was throwing shade, when you got out the car.
She was throwing shade. And it's so funny
Shady boots.
It's so funny that this homeless rich lady
right.
was throwing shade, and then not even 2 episodes later, you were being evicted. You were giving the deuces.
I love when Nene was saying, just tell everybody that your credit wasn't good enough to get this house.
Dang.
You had to move back to your townhome.
Don't call for me unless I send for you.
Yeah.
So another thing for Candy and another thing for Nene. Moving on.
But shout out to Candy for actually, doing the right thing and suing that heifer for the rights to that song. Because
but Kim, you didn't even do nothing though. All you did was got in the booth. She produced it. She wrote it. You know what I'm saying? She did the vocal arrangement. Like you did nothing.
And you stole her baby name. You stole it. Because I remember seeing it on the show. Name. She was gonna name it Cash, and you stole it. You stole it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But then how about Kim try to go out and get the baby's name
put in the LLC
the same day as the show though. First of all, Candy's baby would never be the same first and last name.
True.
Second of all,
you didn't have to do that.
They have it on camera that you stole the name. Candy did say
we all seen
that she wanted her baby's name to be Cash if it was a boy.
I remember that. Yeah.
So don't call for Candy unless she send for you. So ding, a one for Candy. How about so the thing of the night that everybody was waiting on is Apollo and Kenya.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
hot mess, first of all. That right there, none of that should have ever happened. Okay. Well, let's talk about the obvious part of it. Like, there's so many facets to this,
Apollo. Let's be honest here. You want to bang Kenya
What?
so bad. You was so obvious.
You was so ready.
You can't be that ready. You can't be that obvious. And your pregnant wife is sitting right there. And you talking about, shoot, I bet you if I had went at you, I would have got it. Yup, I would have got it. How much y'all would have? I bet any of y'all would have got it if I had went for it. What? She all texting me, yeah, you look good on stage. Talking about, you know what I'm saying? I can do things that your wife couldn't do. You know, I had to go.
Thank you.
I had to go to another hotel because she was checking for me so hard. I already knew you was checking for me.
Really?
I already knew you wanted me.
Really?
And then Phaedra, because, you know, she didn't have any good points all night. So she told me something. And that's why I called her a hoe. Mm-hmm. Really? First of all, I don't believe you, Phaedra.
You didn't say that.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Yes. I think that you found out at the same time as the rest of everybody else that your man was texting her, because first of all, he should have never even texted her back.
Yeah, I don't see why.
If you're married and another woman that has been flirting with you in front of your wife text you that you looked good,
yeah, what is all that about?
She should have been blocked right there, and you should have said, tell my wife.
And I said, thank you.
But it was too many texts back and forth.
Well, really, I don't care too much for her. That's all you have to say. You're going to say, well, you know, I really don't care. I don't really care too much for you. You don't care?
I don't know her personally. I just know her business-wise. Really?
Me do the face. Because that's how you should have been looking last night.
But the fact that Kenya had proof of several texts that you sent her,
yeah,
that's a no-no. Andy Cohen tried to save Phaedra, talking about, well, it doesn't look like much to me. But can you really read a multiple amount of texts in a matter of a scroll?
You can't.
No.
There's no way. Because you got to do to him, to her, and back and forth. And you got to see how it reads. There's no way. But yeah, both of them were plainly wrong.
Why am I about to die over here?
Well, yeah, you. Hold your arm up. That's how your mom used to do. Hold your arm up.
You be coughed up a lung the way your mom used to be. You alright? You alright? You be.
Ooh, you okay?
Right. The people chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, just.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. So she's back.
But why? So yeah, clearly Apollo, you were entertaining it. Everybody's seeing the sexual tension between y'all two. First of all, when she first pushed you into the pool, you had no business picking her up by the bottom of her booty, holding her booty, putting her over your shoulder, and throwing her into the pool. That was super inappropriate. That's how everybody knew that you were sexually attracted to her.
Oh, but for her to come back and ask you this hypothetical question. So if you had to choose between any of the couples out here to do a threesome with Apollo, who would you choose? Say what? I'm sorry.
Say who? What? I'm sorry. What? Don't call for Kenya unless she's saying for you. Okay? I'm sorry, Phaedra. She got one over you right there because she had her husband interested and he was blatantly disrespectful about it. Absolutely. So ding, another one for Kenya. Say what y'all want about the fake relationship with Walter. I definitely had something to say about it earlier this season. I definitely think it was something up fishy with that. Yeah. I'm definitely on Team Kenya, but I did not see anything wrong with Walter going on radio stations talking about the situation, because if somebody is accusing you of being something that, even if you are that thing, but if you're not ready to come out about it and you feel like they're talking about you disrespectful, right. I think he had every right to go on the radio station.
I do too. Yeah, he should have. You have to, because he is his own brand. So you definitely have to,
protect yourself.
You've got business you're trying to do out here. So I get that. Do I believe they had a relationship? No, I don't. And, you never slept with each other. Yeah, it clearly sounds false. And I thought it was hilarious what Nene mentioned. I was saying, when I was getting on the plane, are they together? Yeah, because we all were thinking that. Who is that?
Nene definitely, another thing that I want to say, well, I'll get to that in a second. So definitely, I don't think that it was as serious as a relationship as it was played off to be. But I will say this, regardless of if you plan or not, I can see why Kenya had her suspicions, because if you're not willing, if you're in the shower with someone, and you're not trying anything and you're sleeping in the same bed, that does seem suspect. I mean, say what you want about Kenya being older, but Kenya is still bad, and she's still Kenya Moore, and she has a bad body. So even if you weren't going to be with her, the fact that you didn't even try anything, and she made a statement saying that she never even seen him with a heart on, and she was walking around naked. I mean, I could see why Kenya would think that you're on the down low. But the fact that Candy even said that she's never heard anything about him being anything but a player, and I think a lot of people are underestimating the fact that Candy did say that she heard from several sources that he was putting up his player card and he was looking to get more serious. A lot of people wasn't paying attention to that, so Candy did kind of sort of validate what Kenya was saying.
I just, as far as him, I was feeling some type of way about him. As far as I did feel like when they were in Anguilla, that she was really pushing him.
She was pushing him. Stuff that I do feel like she was pushing him, but at the same time, he was saying to her, we still got 3 more days, Right. And so it was like, exactly. I do feel like Walter was playing on the fence. So if he was playing on the fence in front of the camera, he could have been a totally different person behind closed doors. Because she did say that
I believe he
was definitely being a monster towards her, but he was being a different person in the beginning. So, you never know. He could have been, because we did hear him saying, even though I do feel like Kenya was being a little pushy about it, we did hear him going back and forth, we still got 3 more days. And, let's just play it out. Let's just see what happens. You shouldn't be saying things like that. Walter didn't get for real with her until he said something, until Peter says something in front of everybody.
Till it got all the way out in the open.
To Peter. Peter was going hard in the paint. I'm about to go ham. Hurry, go ham. Hurry, Peter was going ham.
Peter went in. I have to say, I have a newfound respect for Peter.
Oh man, Peter.
Peter, you got so much swag. He's so much swag. I'm loving it.
Peter kept it greasy with y'all. He was not playing.
He did. I love the fact that he was honest. He was like, like Kenya, like I'm never really your friend. Like I don't really know you like that. Like I don't really even like you like that. This is what it is. What it is about Walter.
He was defending himself. He said, for the record, we all told him not to go on a radio station. He said, but he did need to defend himself. So I love him for keeping it real. But how about how he went in on Cordell?
Oh, that was
about
nice.
You not being there. He said, you supposed to be back there with your wife, just like we back here with our wives. You supposed to be supporting her. Even Todd over there, and they only engaged, but he still is here to support her.
I just felt like the little I hate to do the Portia thing, but I gotta do it in a second. But what I hated was the excuse that she gave. He got a radio show and he's got to meet with the producers afterwards. I'm sorry, that sounds very regular. I don't see where that was all you
hold on, let me do the Peter voice. We all had things to do. But we made our schedule available for us to be here because we support our women. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's going on with your situation over there, but he needs to get that together. Right. Because if he really cares, then he would be here to support you. But oh my goodness, poor Portia. Poor Portia. Let me tell y'all something. If you cannot be with a man that is going to support your endeavors as well as your dreams and your ambitions, you don't need to be with him. Especially not somebody that wants you to support his and he's not going to support yours.
That's true.
This man wanted her to stay at home and be a housewife and not do anything else. We are in 2013. Come on, man.
Right.
But how about her talking about, you gotta do the Portia voice.
And Cordell knows that I'm gonna be there to cook his meals, and when my kids get home, they're gonna know that their mommy is there, and Cordell is not perfect, not far, but we made a vow in front of everybody, and I'm gonna represent my marriage to the fullest. And now the divorce papers have been served. So, I'm so sorry. So sorry, Portia. That was a pretty good Portia, wasn't it?
That was phenomenal. I thought Portia Stewart was here.
Portia.
How about Nene telling her, yeah, don't look for anybody to lift you up on this show. Honey child, that's not what's gonna happen. That's not what they here for.
That's not what they do.
That's not what they do.
Oh, no. She really did do it like that. No. Just like we had nobody came before us. We had nothing but Orange County, and
so it was way worse.
Like,
everybody was going in on them. And for the finale, when they said that they needed another housewife, and I love Candy for stirring the pot. She said, "Now I just want quick. I just got one question. Me. Do you think that we gonna add another or replace?"
Right.
And they was like, "Oh, I definitely think replace." But did you see Phaedra's face? I didn't have a good season. Everybody had a good season with Phaedra. Yeah. My vote, just me.
You think it's gonna be Faye?
It's gonna be between Faye or Portia.
Portia gotta go. I'm sorry.
We know Kenya ain't going nowhere because her storyline is too good. Don't call for Kenya unless she's saying for you. So this is the Weekend Recipe for TV, and this was a review of the Real Housewives of ATL.